Welcome back, everybody. My name is Relic, and we are playing the Council. Last episode, we went on a bit of a scavenger hunt to find all the pieces we needed to work with this puzzle. We've done some analysis, and we've solved the first part of the puzzle, which is getting the gate that chopped Mom's hand off open. Where the fresco behind us represents the birth of Christ, and we went with the theme of the crucifixion to open the gate. We had to we use the town of what's it called? Golgotha, chapter 19, verse 17. To get that open, and now we are trying to link up the icons with the theme of the city that we chose. So let's go ahead and go read the Bible some more.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
The 8th of Nisan, 3793. What is...
Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and two others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
I think I got that backwards in my notes.
The moon shadow moves from west to east.
None of these are the dates that I want.
Sixth of Lyar, 3789, waxing crescent.
$37.89 is waxing crescent at the 6th of Lyar. Doesn't really help me a whole lot. Okay. Turn the wheel of icons. that. Candle is the Last Supper. Jerusalem and Jordan are like linked down here.
Let's see what combination corresponds to the chosen theme. To follow the crucifixion theme, I should select the crown of thorns.
Okay. That was on the 8th of something. The only 8 on here is April. I was thinking of going through all of them would do
Let's
something.
see what combination corresponds to the chosen theme.
It's not really what I wanted to do. Let's see. Themes.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22. And as they did eat, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it, and gave to them and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup, and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. Chapter 3, verse 18. Words truly pronounced in Apagash.
Jordan. Bethesda. Jerusalem. Nazareth.
Chapter 2, verse 2. Publius Sulpicius Quirinius was born in Lanuvium. Chapter 2, verse 2. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. Chapter 7, verse 11. Jesus went to Nain. Chapter 7, verse 11. And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and many people. Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes. Chapter 5, verse 2. Now, there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool, which is called, in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halting, and withered, waiting for the moving of the water. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath.
Theme.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793,
So
Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22. And as they did
Okay.
eat, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it and gave to them and said, Take, eat. This is my body. And he took the cup,
did we skip?
and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them,
Oh.
and they all drank of it.
The 8th of April. Oh, we're looking for the 8th of Nisan. The 14th of Nisan is 13 Shaban 607. Of Shaban. 13th of Shaban 607 is the same as the 14th of Nisan 3793, which is 6 days after crucifixion.
13th of Shaban, 607, waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous.
The moon's shadow moves from west to east. During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
Okay. Wait. Dates. The 8th of Nisan would be the 26th of March. And then we want the waxing gibbous. Which one's the waxing gibbous? So new moon is at the top here. Goes the left would be waxing crescent, first quarter. Waxing gibbous. So this one is the waxing gibbous. Which is what I have it at. Do you have anything to say there? Nothing? No, okay. What, oh boy. Oh boy, let's make sure that I've got the moons right.
The totally black moon corresponds to the new moon, so, going clockwise, we have the waning crescent, the last quarter, the waning gibbous, the full moon, the waxing gibbous, the first quarter, and lastly, the waxing crescent.
Okay, so I'm right. Okay.
Look at this. There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon, then to a date, and finally, the date to the moon.
Okay, guys. I don't know how many chances I get, but here we go. Oh boy.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Do it. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I was so sure. How's the rest of this gonna go? Uh, man. I don't even know where to put my skills. I'm so distraught. I'm so distraught. How do I go from there? I can equip 3, but I've only got 2, so guess we're doing 2. Man, I thought I had it.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all.
I've got a brand new
and to no
weakness.
longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Filthy swine! I'm going to open this damn door and skin you alive! You're not going to get the better of us!
Mother?
Louis, you've come around. How do you feel?
Like I lost an arm.
It hurts. Mother? I can't feel my arm.
Louis, I had to cauterize it with what I could find.
Where's my arm?
We'll get through this, Louis. Don't worry. I think I found a solution. You'll see.
We gotta leave. No, don't put your arm in there.
Louis, we can't leave without it. It's our last chance. I need to see this through to the end. I must do it.
What did she
We've
pick?
done it, Louis. Look,
Stubborn as a mule.
come on, up you get. I'll help you. Easy does it. You've lost a lot of blood.
And now what?
Let's take what we came for.
Wait. I've gotta know what I did wrong.
That is one fearsome mechanism. In fact, if I hadn't watched you beforehand, I would never have found the right combination.
Tell me, where did I go wrong? The 3 nails? Yes, it's true. They let you open the iris.
Yes, but you still need to find the right theme, don't you? The fresco was a trap. Apart from the fresco, everything pointed to the crucifixion. The things that make it possible to activate the mechanism are associated with the crucifixion. The cross, to activate the mechanism, and the nails to choose a date.
Well, that's what I picked.
What did you do once you uncovered the iris?
I matched the icon of the Crown of Thorns with the town of Golgotha, where the crucifixion took place.
Okay, that's what I did.
Well, how did you manage to crack the puzzle?
Then I had to link the Crown of Thorns to the date of the crucifixion, according to the exegesis. But I failed to understand the first time. With that theme in mind, I chose 26M, which represents the 26th of March. To conclude, I had to use the armillary sphere to find the moon corresponding to the day of the crucifixion, which turned out to be in the first quarter. All that was left to do was to link all those elements on the
It
same
was 6
axis.
days before. I should have moved it one. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Wow, this
But
is like...
where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Do you know what we're looking for?
We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Yes, the centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if
I'm
I get
missing
caught?
an
If
arm.
they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Okay. Well, I think here's a good place to stop this video. Something violent just happened, so seems like a good place for me. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.